What's up, y'all? It's Silly Dilly, and we back with another episode of Fancy Fast Food Triple F. Remember last time we made some patty melts from Whataburger. Today we're making Famous Bowls from KFC. What that consists of: mashed potatoes, popcorn chicken, corn, and cheese. Stay tuned, it's gonna be the best damn thing you pop in your mouth. First step here, we're gonna go ahead and cut up some potatoes, make sure they're nice and peeled. We're gonna do a large dice, so it's gonna be about that consistency. Not consistency, but cut. You're gonna get some nice boiling water. What you're gonna wanna do, dump in your taters. We ain't doing none of that instant potatoes, baby. If you do that, you gotta instantly click off this video because we doing it homemade, baby. So we're gonna let these boil away. We're gonna get those nice and soft. I'm gonna show y'all how to do the chicken now. So while those boil up, let's get some popcorn chicken going. All right, so chicken time, baby. So we got a little bit of chicken breasts. Also, we got some chicken breast tenderloins, and the tenderloins is just basically what a chicken tender is on the chicken breast. So we're gonna do both. What we're gonna do here, baby, is open up the chicken breast, plop it on there, and it's pretty thick. So you're gonna wanna trim off this part. You could probably eat that, but I'm not going to. And we're just gonna go ahead and cut this up into strips, just like that. All right, and we're gonna move that to the side. And it's popcorn chicken, y'all, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So just get bite-sized pieces, just like that. Throw it on the plate, yeah. And look, this is one tenderloin right here. Put it down, it's already in a strip. I like to take off this little tendon at the end because it's kind of chewy. And then you just, like I said, little bites. And there you go. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, is I'm gonna finish this up and then we're gonna show you how to bread it. All right, so chicken nice and chopped. What we gonna do, grab all of our chicken and I'm gonna carefully place it into this bowl because no one wants chicken juice on their shirt. Get you some nice buttermilk, baby. We're gonna open that up and be generous with it. Buttermilk does not smell good, I'm gonna tell you that now, but it makes chicken taste wonderful. I'm gonna put a little bit of Tabasco for a little bit of tang, some pepper, and our staple, baby, some seasoned salt. All right, so make sure your hand is nice and clean. I'm actually gonna use my left hand because I don't want my bracelet all dirty. And then you're just gonna get in there. Not the most appetizing shot, but hey, when you're trying this KFC bowl, baby, it's gonna be amazing. And we're gonna let this marinate probably for about 20 minutes or so. You can leave it in the fridge overnight, nothing's gonna hurt besides get better. But we don't got time to let it marinate in the fridge because I wanted to show y'all. So like I said, that's nice and done. I'm gonna wash my hands. Once this is done marinating, I'm gonna show y'all how to do the flour. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, chickens have been going for a little bit in that buttermilk. Potatoes are almost done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this flour. We're gonna put it in a nice bowl. Okay. I'll say about 1.5 cups of flour. There we go. And at KFC, baby, they do 11 herbs and spices, but today we doing 4. Why? Because it's Silly Dilly. So we got some lemon pepper, some garlic salt. It don't matter if the right side's open on this one, baby, because this is flour. You want to make sure this is nice and seasoned flour. Seasoned salt, because that goes in everything, baby. And don't forget it, more pepper. Grab you a fork or a whisk, depending on what you want to use, but forks work just as well. And whisk that in. I'm gonna go ahead and drain these chicken butts and make some popcorn chicken. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, so before we start drenching the chicken in the flour, we're gonna make sure our oil is nice and hot. So get you some peanut oil. Like I said, I've been cooking with canola oil because that's all I had, but I went to the store, baby. We're gonna put about a ½ inch of peanut oil in this big pot. If you have a smaller pot, it'll probably be about an inch up, depending on what pot you use, but make sure this is nice and hot so it fries the popcorn chicken and it gets nice and crunchy. So while that gets hot, let's start breading the chicken. Got our flour, our chicken nice and drained out. So what you're gonna wanna do, you wanna grab about a handful and put it in the flour and make sure it's nice and coated evenly. Pack it in there, don't be scared. And then what you wanna do is you shake off all the flour. Ooh, I dropped some, baby, but it's okay. Popcorn chicken down. Like I said, shake it off. Put it on the plate. And this is pretty seasoned flour. Like I said, it's not gonna be overwhelmingly seasoned, but it's gonna be a star on some potatoes, some mashed potatoes, some gravy, and some corn and cheese. Don't forget it. So it doesn't need to be too seasoned. It all works together. So I'm gonna finish this up, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, baby, so chicken nice and battered, floured up, and we're gonna check these potatoes. This is what you wanna see. So when you go ahead and grab a piece of potato, you literally just stick your fork in it and it literally should just fall apart. Don't get some water in that oil because it'll be a bad day for you. Almost just had a grease fire, but potatoes are nice and soft, so we're gonna go ahead and turn those off. I'm gonna leave them off until we're ready to make the mashed potatoes. So you can let them stay right there. They'll get a little bit softer, but it's okay, because soft potatoes is the best mashed potato, remember that. Let's get the frying going. We're gonna go ahead and grab our chicken. You're gonna do probably a couple at a time, and just make sure you spread it evenly. Oil should be nice and hot. I don't take temperature on my oil because I'm still kind of a home cook besides chef. Who knows, baby, but you just go by feel. Don't fill it up. See what I did there? I'm pretty happy with one more piece right there. Boom, that's it. So grab your basket and just start moving it around. Make sure they don't stick together, because we want popcorn chicken, not a clump of chicken. And like I said, peanut oil is a great oil to fry in. Tastes really good, and it's healthier than vegetable oil. So get you some peanut oil, baby, and let's get the peanut gallery going as we fry up our popcorn chicken. So we look at it, it's getting a nice color on it already, but we want to make sure the inside cooks. So now that we went ahead and made sure it was nice and separated, we're gonna let it go for about 2 minutes, maybe 3, depending on how brown it gets, but we want to make sure it's a nice golden brown, so keep an eye on your chicken. Nice and golden brown, baby. Popcorn chicken complete. We're gonna go ahead and take this out, but check that out, y'all. Check that out. Doesn't look processed, it looks homemade. It's not gonna be super brown, but like I said, we want it nice and golden brown and cooked to perfection. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on a tray with some paper towels. We wanna make sure the grease drips down because we don't want greasy fried chicken. And we're gonna go ahead and cook the rest of this up. We'll make some mashed potatoes, and then I'll show y'all how to make some easy homemade gravy. And we gonna get it, baby. It's gonna be so damn good, it's gonna be ridiculous. So, like I said, we're gonna finish up this chicken, and I'll show y'all how to make some mashed potatoes. So, stay tuned. Let's get it. All right, baby, chicken is all done, nice and fried up. We're gonna go ahead and get it all on the pan. And it's okay if it gets on top of the other ones. We wanna heat it back up because we're gonna salt it. Light coat of salt, just like some fries coming out of the oil. We'll make sure it's nice and tasty. But you can eat it right now if you want. And you best believe we'll be snacking out while y'all be going in hyperspeed when we go into the next scene. So we're gonna take this all out, turn off our oil because this oil is screaming, baby. You don't wanna burn yourself. And this is definitely enough popcorn chicken to feed your family, baby. So if you, like I said, if you're not feeding that many people, don't make as much. And we're just gonna grab our salt and we're gonna go across and salt it up. Next step, Parmesan garlic mashed potatoes. Stay tuned, baby. First step to garlic Parmesan mashed potatoes is the garlic. So get you a nice little saute pan. We're gonna do a little cube of butter. Get that nice and hot. Move it around town. Side note, y'all, this pan is perfect for omelets. This is what I took to culinary school. You had to bring your own pans, your own little egg pan. Amazing pan, non-stick. We got about 3 cloves of garlic, already minced up. Pop it in. And you want to use minced, okay? So we don't want to get this cooked too much. We want to just make sure it is nice and sauteed up. We're gonna go ahead and drain these potatoes now. And then we're gonna put it in our KitchenAid. If you don't have a KitchenAid, it's okay, get you a metal bowl or a bowl and use a potato masher. That's okay, baby, but I love the KitchenAid because it makes the work that much easier. So let's get it. All right, so potatoes are still nice and hot because we left them in the water. We're gonna get a stick and a half of butter because you love you some buttery mashed potatoes. I'm gonna put our KitchenAid down. And don't be dumb, y'all, and turn it all the way to 10 because potatoes going everywhere. Turn it nice and low for now. This will get the butter melted in there. Once the butter melts, then you can turn it up a little higher, but make sure you push it down a little bit. Don't let the spatula get caught in the KitchenAid because then it'll break your arm, baby, and that's no bueno. All right, y'all, so we got the potatoes nice incorporated with the butter. I'm just gonna put a little bit of heavy cream because heavy cream is very rich and thick, baby, with 2 C's. So I'm gonna say about a tablespoon of heavy cream. And while this is nice and warm, you're gonna wanna grab a handful of this Parmesan, baby, and put it in, okay? Let that incorporate. And while that's going, we're gonna grab our garlic, baby, and just put it in there, baby. And it's gonna be a little crunchy, but that's okay, because it's gonna incorporate in them nice soft potatoes. And while that's going, get your garlic salt and just start seasoning. Do about a tablespoon of garlic salt. No seasoned salt today, baby. That's a shocker, right? We're gonna do lots of pepper because I love pepper in my mashed potatoes. So just start going until you see it incorporate and you see little specks in your mashed potatoes. It's okay to turn it off here and there. Grab your spatula and push the sides down because we want it nice and incorporated. Push that back down in there. It's gonna be a little messy, y'all, but these potatoes, these mashed potatoes, change your life, baby. Change your life. And we're gonna go ahead and start the gravy pretty soon. I'm gonna call this good. We're gonna go ahead and taste it and season to your liking. More salt, more pepper, whatever y'all want. Go ahead and add it now, more Parmesan, whatever it is. But gravy time. This is one of my favorite parts. We got us some grande biscuits. Oven set at 350. And we're gonna do something everyone hates, y'all. We're gonna open one of these hell concoctions. When's it gonna pop, baby? I don't know. It's gonna pop now. I promise so, y'all. It won't pop because I'm a trained professional. You just gotta just make sure you just lightly top the. Oh shit! We got a backup, baby. We got 8 more. All right, y'all, as we gracefully, perfectly did it on our first try. Look how beautiful that is. You can't tell me that Silly Dilly isn't just a perfectionist. So beautiful. We're gonna turn our oven, like I said, 350. Place that in there. Silly Dilly never makes mistakes, you remember that. All right, y'all. Biscuits in the oven, time for that brown gravy. Can't have mashed taters without the gravy. So once our butter melts up nice, you don't want to brown it, so make sure you stir it enough. Check it out, check it out, check it out. And it's getting to that point now where it's all nice and melted. If you just let this go, it's going to turn into brown butter, which brown butter is not bad if you make like chicken piccata, some fish. We're going to grab 1 tablespoon of flour and make us a roux. If you don't know what a roux is, it's just a combination of butter and flour. And the amount of butter I just put in there, we need 1 more tablespoon. So turn your heat down to low medium and do another tablespoon. Mix it in again. And it should stop becoming liquidy and then start become almost like Play-Doh. And I'm pretty happy with that roux. I'll put a little bit of pepper in the roux because I love pepper. Now, get you some beef broth. Pour it in. Little at a time. And mix it together. Now look at it. This is where it really starts to clump up. And you want to have 2 hands doing this. Thank God we have Dalton, baby. Dalton, the real MVP, because I couldn't be doing this and recording. So don't be recording yourself, y'all. Make you some nice brown gravy. Like I said, little at a time. Make sure you mix it in. The whisk is gonna start to get heavy because it's gonna become like paste. Every time it clumps together like that, add a little bit more broth. You can use those packets, the easy gravy, but we wanna go fancy today because it's fancy time on it. Fancy fast food, remember that. A little bit more beef broth. Keep going. And now that it's like a nice good paste, you can add lots of beef broth. I can't even say that. Double B, baby. And as you can see, now it's becoming the consistency of gravy. Mix it in. Keep the heat on because if you keep it off, then it's just not gonna incorporate it good enough. So, a little bit more beef broth. And I'm just gonna put a splash of heavy whipping cream and mix that in now. And that's gonna turn it a good color to a beige gravy, baby. Mix that in. Simple. Add in some pepper. Like I said, we want that nice and peppery. And a little bit of salt. And that's all she wrote, y'all. You're gonna wanna make sure you taste it to make sure it is the seasoning you want. But as you look, so what my culinary teacher taught me, get you your rubber spatula. And if you can see it, make a perfect line across like that, you did a good job. So, gravy nice and done. We're gonna go ahead and get some frozen corn. Ooh. Spill a little bit, that's okay. Get you a nice little pot. Throw in some butter. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna use that as a garnish on top of our famous bowl. So we're gonna let that get nice and hot. Biscuits are about 3 minutes done. We're gonna put it all together and enjoy, so stay tuned. All right, y'all, it's the favorite part of the video. So let's assemble our famous bowl. We're gonna get our garlic Parmesan mashed potatoes. Put it in the bowl. I'm gonna do a scoop and a half. Okay. Grab your gravy and just drizzle it on top, baby. A little bit of corn. All right. Grab your popcorn chicken, y'all. Put that on top. And then the best part, some cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it over to our oven. We got it heated up, 325. Still nice and hot from the biscuits. And we're gonna let that cheese melt. And it's time to eat. All right, y'all, so super excited to eat this. Can't have a KFC bowl without some sweet tea. Pour some of that up. I put a little bit of extra gravy, some pepper on top. We're gonna go ahead and try it with everything. Some cheese, popcorn chicken, garlic, Parmesan, potatoes, and some corn. Cheers, y'all. Now, if you can use homemade gravy, it makes the meal 10 times better. Nice, smooth, very flavorful meal. So make yourself some homemade gravy, buttermilk on the chicken, baby. So thank y'all for watching. Come grab you a bowl. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the bell. We'll see you for the next episode. I love y'all, all right? Cooking with Silly Dilly never been so easy. Let's get it.